When I close them one hand in this clip, no my goobing bench shit. He ain't in this bitch. Tell him fuck him, I ain't done. I'm gonna reload my gun. He not selling now. I want Super Saiyan 25. Super Saiyan 25. Super Saiyan 25. Super Saiyan 25. If you want, you can throw your ones. I don't give a fuck if you gon' go nuts. Taste my flesh, you gon' eat these guns. I'm the best out, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Who say what? High as fuck in the Maybach truck. Excuse my French, I'm drunk. Hey, where my fucking prodigies? I'm Super Saiyan Sensei. Not even Goku can hide away from this here Sensei. Fuck you up with one eye closed and one hand in this clip, no my goobing bench shit. No my gooping bench shit, bitch. I'm finna clone me somebody. And this copy the meanest, copy the meanest, copy the meanest, copy the meanest clocks. This shit how to kick rocks. Bad romance between robots and PC bots. Ping, 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 nigga shit. Where the cream, nigga shit. Make it ring, nigga shit. Who the king in this bitch? Tell him fuck him, I ain't done. I'm gonna reload my gun. He not selling now. I want Super Saiyan 25. 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 25. Shit. Yeah.
What's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? AWAD. I'm saying, you know, I gotta open it up by just like putting up a few uploads, right? You feel me? Just so that if you watching ain't got nothing to do but watch my shit, I appreciate that. But this is the part where I want you to probably maybe imitate, you know what I'm saying? If it could be anything beneficial for you. So, you know what I'm saying? We upload, you uploading with me while we're listening to how Tyler turned Black America against herself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we jamming in the background. I also want to do a few TikTok uploads, right?
And if she wants these fans, she needs to know how to appeal to these fans. And you saying what you saying and you carrying these situations how you were carrying them ain't really resonate with the Black American fan. But y'all know how the internet be. They trying to, you know, make situations look worse than what they were, because here in America, like I said, y'all know the meaning of that word. South Africa, they use different. And it's still
and say, can you not ask this? Can you not ask that? Depending what it is, like if it's something like really personal, you know, really serious, something I know is traumatizing, I'll be like, sure, I'll oblige. For this one, I said no.
Yeah.
And the reason I said no, they had 6 things they didn't want us to ask. You want to know what those 6 things were?
Yeah.
They didn't want us to ask about Kai Cenat. The whole "we friends" though thing. Right?
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Okay.
They didn't want us to ask about her not being on tour with Chris Brown anymore. They didn't want us to ask about the color thing.
Injury.
They didn't want us to ask about her injury that she sustained. What else was it? They didn't want to ask us about who she was dating, which I wouldn't do anyway. And what was the other one? It was just all frivolous
And
stuff.
why? What are they trying to do? They're trying to protect an image that they're curating for her?
I have no idea. And that's why I said comparison. And it wasn't even Rihanna. It just said comparisons to other pop artists. Huh?
Oh, so they're trying to separate her from Kai Cenat. She's her own individual. Don't tie her to him.
And you want me to not ask her about Kai Cenat the day after Kevin Hart just was on Kai Cenat's show again with
Bringing
a big
it up.
ass sign that said "we friends" though?
Yeah.
Like, come on, yo. So I said to them, no.
Oh.
Now, when I say no, I'm not gonna oblige any of this. It is your job then, label, management, whoever, to either prepare the artist for the questions or pull the interview.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm fine with either or.
Yeah.
I've already told you I'm not going to follow any of this.
Yes.
So when you see dick suckers out there,
Yeah.
dick suckers are saying things like, you know, he asked every question they asked him not to ask.
Yeah.
It's because I'm not a dick sucker.
Yeah.
Right? And being that I'm not a dick sucker for record labels,
Yeah.
I have a job to do, and my job
Yeah.
is for the people.
But it wasn't just Charlamagne speaking on it.
She seems again. She popped up at the Barclays in support of Usher. And when Usher attempted to do his showmanship dance while her record is playing, come on, we in front of 20,000 people.
She spun
let's
him
get in our
around.
bag.
She
She
spun him.
dubbed him. There's mad money being spent on putting you where you need to be seen properly. Usher Raymond does not have to bring your little new artist ass on stage. Maybe.
And
He said, I don't know this girl, but I don't like how she acts. What?
Right.
fam,
Yo, dog, but
gives
every time you
everybody
see her visibly, there is something like this. There was the Breakfast Club interview where it's like, okay, got it. There's this Usher. There's this when she accepted the award. Girl, stop it now. Stop. You don't know that you getting up there to accept the award.
Yeah, so she looks back there and like her team jumps in. Unfortunately, I think, I think she did the best thing by not really saying anything about this. And some people might be like, yo, is there a problem if she did answer the question? I think what happens is that things get lost in translation, especially when you're talking to Black Americans. And I think Burna Boy suffered from that a lot, right? Where every time he wanted to explain how he viewed race or he viewed blackness, and it was more in line with how maybe people from his, region of the world, which is obviously, Nigeria, may view a topic, but it might not be all the way congruent with how Black Americans view it. People thought he was either, trying to act like he's more superior to Americans or whatever the case is, and saying something.
And for a while, that was the kind of the end of the whole color thing. It was a stain on her career, but nothing truly career ruining. Just rubbed a big part of the industry the wrong way until this year. Well, this month, when the whole color convo was sparked back up. Clip of her saying what she did started to recirculate online after she would drop this EP. Now, you would think this Grammy Award winning artist with all these hit songs and all of these accolades and this semi-global fan base, you know, have some numbers behind them, right? And now, before y'all niggas get to, you know what I mean, doing what y'all do, numbers ain't everything.
Yeah.
Numbers are not everything, and I say that all the time. A lot of my favorite albums didn't do good numbers.
Why you say that?
So numbers aren't everything. But it's just crazy to think about that she just put out a project that we be seeing these underground artists do more than. This niggas in the underground selling more than Tyler, which is crazy. They win no Grammy. Them niggas didn't have a #1 radio single. Well, I don't know if it was #1, but you get what I'm saying. They didn't have a hit song. Tyler would come out and she would drop a 4-pack, and this 4-pack did 3.7K first week with a Wizkid feature on it. Now look, I get it. Of course the sales gonna be low because it's an EP, it's less songs. But nigga, 3.7K. She did this internet in an uproar. People doing what they do best. They getting the clown. Black America laughing at how you got Black America feeling away. Now you out here flopping. That was a whole big thing. And one fan dropped a tweet with over 7 million views that said this: Tyler, like so many African/South Africans or Haitians, don't respect black people or black Americans. They're colonized and taught to see us as a bad thing. Yet she wants to benefit off all of our sounds, looks, and American money. And this sparked up a huge convo online. And another fan will reply to this saying, when Tyler says she is not black but colored, she was not speaking into the American conversation about race at all. She was speaking in the language of her own country, shaped by its own history. Yet her words detonated in America as though they had been aimed there. This is what happens when a nation has spent a century convincing the world that its definitions are the only ones that matter. America's greatest export has never been war, it's never been democracy, it's never been freedom. America's greatest export is the dream of itself. It's not that the films are inherently better, it's not that the music contains some mystical note absent elsewhere. What America had, always had, is money, reach, and a machinery built to make its image the center of the words land differently, because the world no longer accepts America as the only arbiter of meaning. So kind of going back to what I said, that fan said a lot, and it's kind of interesting. Let me know what y'all think about it. But it wasn't just fans, you know, defending Tyler either. Cardi B would also come out and give some insight, which people kind of side-eye because these are black problems. And you know, Cardi B ain't that. People was like, why are you speaking on this? But Cardi B did still speak on it, and it's important to the conversation. You know, a celebrity was defending Tyler during all of this hate, so I gotta speak on it. This is what Cardi B would say. People been dragging Tyler, and it's like this girl don't even address nothing, talk, or anything. I feel like people just don't like celebrities. It's like the only way that people like celebrities is if you don't say anything at all, and they beat your energy and they beat your confidence, they beat you to the ground. That controversy was really confusing to me. I understand both sides of the story, but I was left asking, okay, what do I do now? When who you are is challenged, especially when it's all you've ever known, it shakes you. You want to stand your ground, because if you don't, someone else will come and define it for you.
I'm American. I lived in South Africa for the first half of 2016 and the latter half of 2017. And here's what everybody's getting wrong about Tyler. Colored in one place and black in another place. She's not, you know, she's colored. Important distinction to make, because being colored in South Africa versus being black in South Africa have two vastly different implications as to what outcomes to expect out of life. And it's specifically due to skin color or race. So basically the difference between America and South Africa in terms of race is, unlike in America, which had the 1-drop rule, meaning any amount of African made you black, in South Africa there was a separate racial classification made for mixed people. With the exception of Cape Malay people, most colored people are some sort of mix of various, you know, corners of the globe that had migrated to South Africa during the pre-colonial periods, plus like native Khoi and San people in South Africa, plus like some kind of African, some kind of Xhosa, some kind of Zulu, or the
No man who pin that shit, bitch. I'm finna clone me somebody. This copy the meanest, copy the meanest, copy the meanest, copy the meanest crocs. This year how to kick rocks, bad romance between robots and PC bots. Ping, 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 nigga shit. Where the cream, nigga shit. Make it ring, nigga shit. Who the king in this bitch? Tell him fuck him, I ain't done. When I reload my gun, he my son down. 21. Super Saiyan 25. Super Saiyan 25. Super Saiyan 25. Super Saiyan 25.
Other southern ethnic African groups that was like down there. A lot of